Hello again. Today we're going to solve a system by another method called the addition method, sometimes also known as method of elimination by addition or subtraction. Okay, so here's what we do. Here's a sample, and we're going to solve this system. Now, what you do first is you expect the system. This is called standard form because we have the x and y terms on the left over here, and they're lined up in columns. X is first and the y's. And what you notice is that these two y's have the same coefficient. Now, what made the other method work, substitution, was that we were able to transform a 2-by-2 system into a 1-by-1 system. In other words, one equation, one unknown. So if we can do that with this system, then we'll be able to solve also. So we notice that if I were to add these two equations, literally add the left side to the left side and the right side to the right side, which was legitimate because since they're equal, assume they're equal, we are adding the same quantities to both sides. If I add, I would get a 9x here, and this would be a 0y, and this would be an 18. So what I've done is I've removed one of the variables. I have one equation, one unknown. So I solve this, x equals 2. Once I have that, I can pick either one of these and take that 2 and put it in to find the missing y. So any of the two equations that has a y in it, you can use to find that value. So I'm going to take this first one. 5 times 2 minus y equals 8. And that means 10 minus y is 8. So minus y equals 8 minus 10, subtracting 10. And that leaves me with a minus y equals negative 2, which is almost done, except now I will divide by a negative 1, producing a positive y equals a positive 2. So there's my other half of the solution. So it looks like I have this ordered pair 2, 2. Now does it work? Well, let's check it. 5 times 2 minus 2, does that equal 8? Whoops. And minus 2. That's 10 minus 2 is 8, check. And then the second equation is 4 times 2 plus a 2 equal 10. Looks like 8 plus 2 is 10. Check. So we have the right solution. Okay, now let's go back, find another equation in here. System. One that might not be so obviously solved. Okay, here it is. Here's one. Okay, 6x minus y equals negative 4. So let's get that in here. Okay, that's the first one. 5x plus 3y is negative 34. Okay, now what we notice about this is that you can't just add two sides together and then have one of the variables disappear, because this is a negative 1 and this is a 3, and this is a 6 and a 5. They will not zero out. They won't cancel to zeros. So we can fix that if we would, when we inspect this, we see if this were 3 here, then we added it to the second equation. We added the first to the second, then the y's would disappear. So that seems like the easiest thing to accomplish. So what I'll do is I'll rewrite the second equation. I'll multiply it by 2. Okay, multiply 2. Having a little issue here with my tablet. I'm going to get a 12x. I'm not by 2, by 3, sorry. Multiply it by 3. Let me fix that. Okay, by 3 makes that 18x minus 3y equals negative 12. And the second equation is still 5x plus 3y equals negative 34. So now when I go to add them, I'm going to get 23x. These will cancel and make a 0y. And this will make 46 with a negative. Now I can easily solve that by dividing. Negative 46 over 23. You get a nice number, negative 2. Then my second step is I'll go back into one of the original equations and I'll put that x value in. 6 times negative 2 minus y is negative 4. So that makes negative 12 minus y is negative 4. Negative y equals 12 minus 4. I'll add a 12 to both sides. So negative y is 8. That means positive y must be the opposite of that, which is a negative 8. Okay. So now I have 2 parts of my solution, and of course I should go in and check. Let's do that. I know it takes extra time, but let's try this. Plus 8 is negative 4. Is that true or false? Yeah, that's a negative 12 and 8. That is negative 4. Check. In the second equation, we have 5 times negative 2 plus 3 times negative 8. Does that equal negative 34? Let's see, negative 10 and negative 24. Yeah, that does equal negative 34. So, it's all good. If you have any questions, give me a call. Give me an email. Shoot me an email.